Hey everyone, it's Borg Brain coming back at you with another educational blockchain video. And this video is on it's on Mettalex. Mettalex is an AI-powered decentralized exchange, and it's a project that started on um, Ethereum, but they haven't quite fully launched yet, but they opened up, they basically brought their token over to Binance Smart Chain, and they have a staking opportunity. So I thought I had previously done a video on staking Mettalex in Ethereum, but it turns out I didn't, and I'm an idiot. But anyway, I'm not going to do one on Ethereum because Ethereum is like the gas costs are just like out to lunch. So I'm going to do one on Binance Smart Chain. Uh, I'm not sure where Mettalex is going because Fetch, as far as I know, are porting over to Tendermint, which is interesting. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but they are in the list of teams that are building on Tendermint in the kind of Cosmos ecosystem. So we'll see about that with Fetch, but anyway, this is kind of going to be a simple yield farming video. Of course, my last video, I tried to buy some Mettalex in AnySwap, and it didn't really work. But I managed to get some on PancakeSwap, but of course, PancakeSwap is all, compromised and whatnot. So, regardless, we're gonna do the thing here. So as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an anonymous person on the internet. Do your own research, right? Be safe, have fun, watch your ass, okay? And look out for each other. All the links in this video, as always, will be included in the description for the express purpose of you being able to do your own research. So, don't listen to me, right? I'm going to just say some stuff. But if you want the good information, you go to the source, in this case Mettalex, and a couple of these links here are, again, kind of official sources, and you can do your own research. In doing this video, my plan is to actually kind of show you a little bit more of, kind of show you some tricks on how to follow your instincts and trust your gut in the process of trying to find the information, and then to be able to get to a point where you find enough information where you're able to make an informed decision. And when your gut's telling you, oh no, this is good, I've seen enough, then trust your gut. Don't listen to me, right? Listen to yourself. So anyway, yeah, this is Crypto Society YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Live your life. Come find us on Telegram. Come find me on Twitter. Links are in the description. So MTLX.com, this is their website, right? Scroll down, and this is sort of what you're looking at for user interface. So what are they, right? They've got scrap shredded steel. They've got iron ore V2. They've got aluminum, zinc, Brent crude oil, butter. And we got our Bitcoin Ethereum spread. These are like commodities. And it's really interesting. This is like a AI-powered exchange user interface. So they have advanced autonomous market makers. This is some of the Fetch stuff. So if you don't know what Fetch is an AI blockchain project, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to make these autonomous AI agents. This sort of like AI as a service, so that they're working with projects like Ocean Protocol, and they've got things like Mettalex. They got a couple other things in the works where they're essentially saying, okay, we're going to create an AI, or we're going to give a platform service so anyone can create an AI agent, and that agent can have certain properties, and then blockchain projects and individuals can sort of tap into the power of those AI agents to leverage them. The power of technology, right? If you can get an upper hand as a trader in this instance by leveraging the power of AI and having maybe selected over which kind of autonomous AI agent you're going to use for which purpose, or how they're plugged in the back end of the platform itself, maybe that gives you an extra upper hand, right? But definitely very interesting. I think out of all the AI plays, Mettalex, Fetch, and then I'd say Ori, those seem to be the closest to market. A bit further out, like AGI, is a play, and there's a couple more of them out there, VAIOT and whatnot. But moving on, here we got the white paper, right? Links in the description. This is a PDF, and it's more of a light paper. It's not super long, just 12 pages, big letters, lots of big images, but it kind of gives you an idea of how it all works, and it kind of explains it. You know, they have more documentation in their Medium page and on the website. So I'd say, you know, if you have any interest in this, you know, look into it further. We come over here to the Mettalex, you know, we're at 566 overall in market cap, only you know, 30 million bucks. Project hasn't launched yet, so we're probably still early. And as you see, the token seems to kind of steadily have climbed, and you know, here we are. I did a video not too long ago about I did a video not too long ago about staking Fetch tokens in the Fetch.ai staking portal. You know, check this out if you got interest in the parent kind of project, because they have their own token. And we come over here to Mettalex on Twitter. Links are in the description. Check it out, right? You know, Mettalex, only 8,000 followers. And man, see, I get these notifications. I gotta say, I get one up here, and when I see them, I'm like, ugh, like, I gotta go click on it, and maybe I have stuff to do. Like, I gotta respond to someone in a tweet or something. For some reason, I get the ones here, and these ones give me even more dread, because now I probably have to do more or something. I don't know, as I have dread over getting emails in my message box sometimes in Twitter here. And the weird thing is, over here, I usually find there's no issues here. And usually when I come in here, it's actually something really nice, like someone saying thank you for something I did, or whatever. And I don't really know why I have this like subconscious feeling of dread when I get the messages. But anyway, you know, you come down here, right? They're on CoinDesk TV, you know, there's a chart, you know, I don't know. It's Twitter, right? Check them out. Give them a follow if you have interest in the project and you stay up to date on the project. Twitter's often one of the best ways to do that. Moving on. Okay, look, I'm just going to say this. Crows are assholes, okay? I got these crows outside my house, and for months I was feeding them like walnuts and peanuts and stuff, cashews. I just toss them a couple nuts. They're always, you know, these 2 or 3 crows, and they're the same ones. They're just right around my house. Anyway, I'm walking home the other day, and I stopped feeding them a while. I just ran out of peanuts one time, and then it was the winter. It was raining all the time and whatever. And, you know, crows remember stuff. So I don't know. I think they're pissed off that I haven't been feeding them. Because a couple times the guys come up kind of close to me when I'm out on my porch step. And you know, you just like looking at me expectantly. And I think I just didn't give them nuts. Anyway, I'm walking home from my house the other day. And literally, it's like raining out. And I hear, and I felt it right next to my head. I was like, whoa. And I felt it. Like it was something big just fell, like almost hit me in the head and landed on the ground. So I look down, and it's this soaking wet dead pigeon. And I was like, holy shit. But I look up, and like, where did this thing come from? Because it was obviously, like, it didn't just die and fall out of the sky. Like, it's been dead for a bit. And I was like, what the hell? And I look up, and there's a crow flying away. And I was like, what the hell? You know, so all I can think of is this crow saw me coming, was like, that little bastard who hasn't fed me nuts in a while. I'm going to get him. There's this dead pigeon over here. I'm going to drop it on his head. And I swear to God, that's exactly what it did. And I was pissed. Because, like, nuts aren't free. And, you know, unfortunately, I'm not your mom and your dad, little dickhead crow. Anyway, so I just had to get that off my chest. This just happened the other day, and it kind of rattled me. You know, what if you never know when a crow's going to try to drop a dead pigeon on your head, right? Like, I don't know. Now I got to be worried when I'm leaving my house, when I'm coming in home, like getting out of my car and stuff. Like, are they watching me from the telephone poles and stuff? Like, come on. Anyway, look. Here's some alpha. You know, so at the beginning when I said, hey, you know, I'm going to show you a little bit on how to research stuff. This is exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So Fetch is powering Mettalex, right? And there's crossover. It's sort of like a sub company, right? It's its own. Mettalex is its own entity, but it's sort of like a subsidiary of Fetch.ai. It's not just powered by Fetch.ai. It's kind of like a subsidiary, sort of, right? You come here, GitHub. If you don't know GitHub, this is where it's like basically the online database of open source everything for, different programming languages, right? And so in here, you get to see stuff because you get to see who's worked on things and whatever. And as you can see, Fetch, oh, well, they don't have any public members, right? Okay, so you don't know who's coding it, right? But if you come down here, right, you get Mettalex. You got the market maker. This is original code. It's not forked, right? You got Mettalex documentation. Okay, well, you click here. Let's see what's going on. What's cooking? What's going on for, the Mettalex documentation? So you come down here and you get an overview and you got some little Git books. So you can go in here and you can kind of distill some information and you can say, oh, well, 16 days ago, 7 days ago, 8 days ago, yesterday, right? So this is being edited. This is being edited as of yesterday, 10 hours ago, right? So what is it? Markets available, markets description. So what are they? They're adding new things on the DEX, right? Possible operations 7 days ago, right? 16 days ago. Anyway, but then, oh, what's this? Contributors, right? So the Gitbook bot, right? That's just a bot in the channel. But what's this? So listen, I went down this little tunnel the other day, and I was like, oh, I found some interesting stuff, right? So I mean, this guy, he's done some contributions, right? But this is actually, I did my research, right? This is Matt McDonald, and he is the CTO, the Chief Technical Officer of Mettalex, okay? So I click on him. Let's go see his GitHub profile, right? So you got your fancy face. And, you see here, it's like, oh, so in the summer, he was doing a lot of work on the Saturdays. Is that because his kids were in soccer? I don't know, right? And then you come out as soon as it hits September, right? Oh, now he's only Monday to Friday. But in July, was he enjoying fun in the sun? I don't know. It's hard to tell because a lot of this is like, this is the contributions that are, public, right? But then he could have been working on stuff in the background all these days, right? You don't know. But the point is here you see the activity. You can sometimes glean things from this activity. And you can look at what were they working on, right? And you can go through here and whatever, 42 repos, whatever. But check this out, right? Cambridge, UK, right? Mettalex, Fetch, they're in the UK. And Matt McDonald here, he's in Fetch, or in Cambridge. So here, a collection of artwork, code, links, and random musings. So the first thing I noticed is in the late 90s and the early 2000s, I used to hard code websites. I wrote HTML. And I'm going to tell you right now, I see this, I would almost guarantee this website is written in hard HTML. I'd almost guarantee it. And, to the modern eye, you see this and you might be like, oh my God, this is just, what is this, right? But for me, I see this and I'm like, man, anyone who's got a website up these days who are not using Wix or some sort of, WYSIWYG editor, WordPress or something, where it does it for you, this is someone who's written the code themselves. I could be wrong here, right? But look, click on me. Look at this. This is so OG. This is like 1996 here, right? And, here, exploring the world outside of academia. He worked as a quantitative analyst, right? And then he's a data scientist for a Cambridge-based startup. And then blah, 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 right? He's at a large global bank in a developmental specialist role. It's interesting, right? He's AI, IoT, blockchain startup. So I believe this one was he joined Fetch because he left Fetch to join Mettalex, but it's sort of like he's sort of working for both in a sense, right? So you come down here, other web shadows, right? You can find him in Twitter and all this kind of stuff. He's on DeviantArt, so you can see some more of his art. And you can see autobiography. Now, I've read all this, but the point is, is that, he's done a paper on theoretical calculations. He's got a couple published things. You can find the full thesis here from his time at school, right? Right? Okay, what is this? I was accepted as a probationer research student in the Atomic and Laser Physics subdepartment at the University of Oxford starting in October 1999. This is an Oxford-educated gentleman who's seemingly had quite a career, right? His thesis here was 2-photon readout methods for an ion trap quantum information processor. Interesting. A longer paper going into the theoretical calculations was published in, right? Now, I don't know. But I see this, and I see going from here to here, and lasers and atomic cooling, and, these are his journal publications. So this is this is someone who's probably been cited. If I go look him up in Google Scholar, then I'll find things. I'll see how many citations these publications have had. Maybe he's actually got 5 or 6 more publications since he's updated this website. Because some of the things on this website makes it seem like he actually hasn't updated this in about 5 years, but then, or a couple years at least. But I don't know when the last time. He's in Aikido, so he's rock climbing. So he's got to keep his mind, body, and spirit in order and balance in your life. He does art, literature. I tend to read hard science fiction, graphic novels, and occasionally historical documentaries. Yeah. I look at your face, and that's exactly what I see. Matt, I read some of this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely into hard sci-fi. So you can go look at his art, you look at his code, and I'll show you this. This is my favorite. He's got a links section, right? Comics. Look at this, right? Dilbert.com. Oh my God. This is bringing me back to like GeoCities days. I was just like so stoked to find this website. It makes me want to make a website again. Just go OG style. Like enough of this, WYSIWYG polished crap. Like I just want utilitarian. Come on, let's just do it. What happened to backgrounds? What happened to tiled backgrounds? No one does that anymore. So Matt, my hat goes off to you. Keep it real with your art in a tiled background. This is respect. You get my respect and a tip of my hat. Anyway, look, we gotta do some stuff. We gotta get some stuff staked. So here it is. It's Mettalex Amplify live on Binance Smart Chain, and you can scroll on down here, and you can see. You get 275% APY in the MTLX BUSD pool. Bonus period in the 72 hours. I don't know what that is, but here it says, oh, we got this and this and this, and this is what we've released in BSC. So they have an incentive for you to buy Mettalex tokens and pair it with BUSD and put it in, lock it away so that you can farm more Mettalex tokens. So in the previous video, I went and got some Mettalex, anyMTLX. Here it is. I'm going to go copy the address. Why am I going to copy the address? Well, if I come out here and I go into me old MetaMask, if I drop it down at the beginning in the last video, where is it? It's not there. Well, I'm going to add the token. Got to do the token, custom token. Here you go. Boom, shows up, 18 decimal places. Next, and there you go. I got a balance. Add, and there we go. Simple as that. So here's the deal, right? I got my Mettalex tokens. And if I remember correctly, this should have a value of roughly like $500. And then we come over here and we go click on the MetaMask and connect the wallet. All right. So fetching balances. So from here, all right, let's see where we're at. Huh. Why won't you show my tokens? I got MTLX in there. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. That's the right wallet now. Come on. I might have to just reset it once. And get the new numbers. Connect MetaMask. Let's get that DD wallet. And we got the DD wallet. Fetching balances. Which is fancy. Fetch is going to fetch, I guess. And there we go. I got my metallic tokens. So what do we got here? So I'm going to add BUSD only and do one-sided staking, and I like that. And I get Pancake LP tokens, and I like that. And this is, so the vast majority of the anyMTLX is left to farm. So I do like that. Is 234,000 tokens out of 250. So the vast majority have not been farmed yet. That's a good thing for me. So, okay. Well, let's do it. We're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna actually open up 2 Pancake Swap windows, and because we're gonna have to do a couple things. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Whatever, Heather. And here we go. Ethereum phishing detecting. You know, when you get these, you shouldn't do it. But in my last video and earlier, I do know that PancakeSwap has reclaimed their website, so they're still getting a warning. But it is safe to use right now. Now, if you watch the previous video, you'll know why it is safe to use. But so I'm going to go yes, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go trade. So I'm going to open up two trades in PancakeSwap. So this one is shooting sugar. It's actually providing liquidity is what I want. So add liquidity. It's anyMTLX, and then this is actually, what is it, BUSD? BUSD. Where are you? There you are. All right, that's what I want. So I'm going to come over here. Yeah, I understand. I don't really care. No, so I want that. And what did I want up here? I want it BNB. There we go. Connect my wallet. Get the MetaMask. And I'm going to explain what I'm doing here. All right. So it took me... curses. And we're back. And I'm back. So I've basically had to do some figuring out. And now I'm here. And this is the moment of truth. I'm going to try to connect again. Now if I try to connect, and it tries to prompt me for the password again, well, here's the thing. I open my MetaMask. I open my MetaMask. Apologies here. I don't know what's going on with my computer lately, but it's pretty obvious that I think the only decision I have to make here is that I got to throw it out the friggin' window. But here you see, I'm connected to something, not connected to PancakeSwap, but I'm fully logged into my MetaMask here. And because PancakeSwap had this security vulnerability and whatnot, right? Like they only just said, oh, 8 hours ago we're good. But are they all just asleep right now? Like what's going on? So let's see. Okay, so it just connects this time. Well, that's pretty chill. I'll connect to both. So I can do the thing. All right, so it's not sketchy, you know, but I did get sketched out. And as you see, what did I do? As soon as I saw something sketchy, I said, nope, I'm not putting my password in. Do you know why? Because it's better to be safe than sorry. That's why. All right, so let's get 2 BNB worth of BUSD. Whenever my computer and PancakeSwap figure out their shit, I'll be able to make this trade. Come on. Come on. All right, here we go. That looks good to me. Boom, boom. Let's go. And we're gonna go on swap this business out. Any day now. Any day now. This is definitely evidence that maybe, because I do these videos and the videos are like fairly large files, and then, I just like blink and I've done 20 videos or whatever. So I think maybe I just got to remove a bunch of videos, but I should have a lot of space on this computer because I don't have a whole lot of stuff on the computer, but I don't know. When you got video files and you got one and then you get the render and combined it's like 1.5 gigs and you do 20 of them, well, that gets chomped up pretty quick, let me tell you. So here we are paying roughly, I don't know, something like $2 to do this transaction, and we close. Confirmed. Balances have changed. Now we want to come over here. We're going to add liquidity. So let's go max, and then what does that say? That seems right. That's less than the BUSD. It should say I have it there, but it doesn't. So maybe we'll have to just refresh this old dang page. Ah, there it shows up now. Oh man, boy, I tell ya. Oh, I tell ya. Some combination of. You know what? I'm just gonna bail it. It's not my computer. It's all Pancake Swap. That's whose fault it is. It's their fault for getting hacked and whatnot. So here we go. We go max. Boom. 495. Sounds good to me. Approve anyMTLX. My old Mettalex BSC wrapped tokens. Or my BSC wrapped MTLX tokens. Sorry. So here we got a transaction where I'm going to say, yes, I agree that Pancake Swap can spend my MTLX tokens to create these liquidity pool tokens so I can farm more MTLX. Now I do hope it's a 295% APY, because if it's any less than that, I'm just going to say, no way, Jose. I'm just joking. I'm going to do it anyway, because it's all about the educational content, That's all I really want to be making. I don't want to be making videos saying, hey, if you don't buy this, then you'll never have sex again. Because a lot of the influencer circle, it gets quite dramatic and really playing on people's emotions. Transaction approved, and now we're going to supply. Confirm the supply. And this is how we do it. This is exactly how we do it. So I got a little bit of pocket change there in BUSD. It's like 15 or 20 bucks. And I think I might just put that in one-sided anyway. I don't know. I feel like I should do both just to kind of show that I did both. But, actually in hindsight, MetaMask is just taking so long because Pancake Swap got hacked and they don't have their shit together. Just joking here, but it's totally my computer. But because this is taking so long, I'm getting impatient. And I don't even like this. When this page opens up like that, then I say, no. I come in here, I'm going to do it manually whenever MetaMask decides to open. But I don't like... when it goes the full page and it's like thinking, it's got like 2 or 3 seconds, and if it doesn't go through, then I'll just sit there and it'll just go for minutes and it'll never actually go through. So I come down here, and whenever, man, this is brutal. This is no fun. Why are you being so difficult? This is ridiculous. I'm not even rendering a video right now. All right. Okay. Why? Why? Oh, why? Transaction confirmed. So it's done. There we go. I got no MTLX tokens and I got 17 BUSD left over. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to buy 0.3. Sure, why not? Let's just make it like $100. Do something to make it worthwhile. Of course, you worry about the bots and all the front-running bots and the arbitrage bots when you're playing around in Uniswap and Ethereum, and then you got the insane gas prices. It's like if you're providing LP in Uniswap or something, I mean, you probably want to have like, you want to be getting a second level of bonuses, not just what Uniswap is giving you on fees, because whatever they're giving you on fees is nothing compared to how much you're losing by just putting it on the exchange. And Binance Smart Chain is Ethereum based, so it's, any of those bots that were coded over and, they're all in Binance Smart Chain now. They're not just in Ethereum, and they're playing around in PancakeSwap. And you're going to get wrecked if you, you're providing a whole bunch of two-sided LP if you're not getting additional rewards, because that impermanent loss is just going to chew through your earnings. I think in some of these new projects they're not Ethereum based, you can't just do whatever. So anyway, look, we're back here. Amplify, BSC, Mettalex. We're at the spot, and here fetching. Fetch is fetching the balances for Mettalex through various sources, and here we're going to do both of them. So this is it, right? I was just going to do the Pancake LPs because I already had the MTLX tokens, and I'm going to in here a bit heavier than I was originally anticipating, but I'm going to do one-sided LP as well. So here, how we do this? We go max, we go stake. And, oh no, not this one. Okay, let's see. Is it going to go through? It's sort of that 1, 2, 3, and nope. Let's do it manually. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just, I'm going to blame that on PancakeSwap too. It's just a blame PancakeSwap day because my computer's slow, and this is actually Looney Tunes. So I'm after this video, I'm gonna do a full deep clean of some housekeeping and whatnot, and try to figure out what's going on here because this is just going beyond slow. So anyway, look. We're staking LP tokens. The LP tokens are going to be eligible for impermanent loss, but we're getting this extra bonus from here. So I'm hedging my bet by putting in one-sided liquidity, because I put in one-sided liquidity in BUSD. I put in a certain amount of BUSD, I just get it out, and But usually how this works is you get a really high APY here because of impermanent loss, and you get a lower APY over here because of no impermanent loss. That's usually sort of how it works. So we're here. We're going to confirm. Are you going to allow Mettalex to spend your cake LP? Yes, because if I don't, then I can't stake it, and if I can't stake it, I'm not going to get that juicy APY. That's the whole point of this video, right? We're yield farming. It's awesome. Now, yield farming like this is great for just like the beginning, or like in this case, providing the LP tokens. It creates a liquidity incentive to provide liquidity on a decentralized exchange. So there's more places for the token to be traded. This is great stuff, right? One-sided liquidity, I don't know. I don't know. Is this providing liquidity to the actual exchange? I'm not really sure. I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be perfectly honest. But I've done this approval, and the transaction's confirmed there. So whenever this finishes thinking, which I'm not sure how long it takes, but let's, oh no, we got another approval here. It's just one after another. So yeah, I'm going to hedge my bets here. So come through, and here we go, and confirming, and just like that, we get to stake our LP tokens. Now, I'm not really sure what the APY is, but it was advertised, like I showed before, it was 275% or 295% APY. I hope it's that much, because that would be dank. And confirmed. So there we go. So that should be that. I'm going to just refresh the page, reconnect MetaMask, and then do the one-sided liquidity. Go max on that as well. Might as well if we're over here at old Mettalex, and hopefully the power of AI and Fetch will buoy this project upon launch and take us to new unforeseen highs. So fetching balances again, and we wait. And here they're all popping up. And we come down here, we go max, and we go farm. And this is how we do it. Just like Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. I don't know if you remember that song, but that is a timeless classic. I don't know if I'm doing it any justice. I've been feeling sick lately. Not the COVID sick, just, sick of waking up at noon. But I think it's affecting my voice, my singing voice. So I'm hoping I was able to at least do it some justice there. I have been told that I'm quite the singer. So we get a transaction confirmed, and then this bastard pops up again. No, I'm not even going to play around with those games, you silly fox. All right, let's go. Over to MetaMask. We're going to do it manually, just because PancakeSwap fucked up. That's why. Yeah, there's got to be something going on. There's something. I got a gremlin in the machine, because this is ludicrous. I feel like I should like re-record the video, but I think. Look, I go into these videos half the time. I've never done the thing before, like this case, and I've also like I've got no script, right? I'm trying to be authentic. I pull some tabs. I sometimes read a little bit first. Sometimes I've done the thing before, but whatever. Where's my BUSD? Come on. Why you got to play me like that? Unapproved. Confirm. Huh. Interesting. But it says, they're just calling my BUSD LP tokens, I believe, is what's going on with that transaction. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't know. Look, the point is, for some reason, my computer is being a dingus. I'm not going to re-record the video because I just, I feel like if you watch these videos, like you're getting what you're going to get. And I guess if there's anything, I hope I come off as authentic, because I'm certainly not trying to misrepresent myself. I'm actively trying to not misrepresent myself. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here. Every time I click anything, it just takes forever. I'm kind of getting fed up with this. I got like fried chicken and sticky rice downstairs with some Chinese sausage, and I'm hungry. Oh, come on. I'm going to start blaming MetaMask for this, actually. It's all MetaMask's fault. They're just like, come on, right? What's this? Well, maybe I should have just done the LP tokens, because I would have been finished this video like 20 friggin' minutes ago. Oh my god. All right. Okay, so this should be the last approval. Sure. And that's for deposit. That seems about right. It seems about right. Yeah. And here we're coming along. And I got all my stuffs approving. And you know what? I think that's good enough for the girls I go out with. Let me tell you. And here we go. And connect the wallet. So we're going to connect MetaMask here. And hopefully, before we hit 2022, we should be able to see some of our action in here. So the total token staked, yeah, that's not very much BUSD staked. So I've got a 0.1% of the pool share of this pool, and I put in 94 in here. So I mean, I've got like give or take, I got a little under 10. I got like a 9.5% of the total pool of BUSD. So not many people are doing this. Now I wonder if the APY is weighted from one side to another. Because I want to see my APY. Where's my APY? Huh. Rewards claimed. Huh. Well, I guess I got to come back later and then just calculate stuff on my own. I wonder, is this going to change? This is going to say the net value from what I put in at what it's estimating it's at now is going to be X. Well, I would like to see a rough APY. I don't see one here, but you know what it is? It is what it is sometimes. Like, I showed you over here, this badass Matt McDonald. I don't know. I bet you any money he coded half of this shit. Matt, where's my APY counter? You went to Oxford. Where is it? But in all fun and games, listen, man, Mettalex, I think it's a pretty cool project. If you have interest in AI and decentralized exchanges, and derivatives and commodities, check it out. There's actually, FYI, whisper, if you go to Mettalex, they got oh my god, I'm gonna get stuck in a loading loop forever. The point is, you go to Mettalex, the website, right, Mettalex.com. All the links are in the description. You go there and you poke around in the Medium page, and you're going to find a thing saying, oh, try it out. You can actually apply to have early access in either Coven test network of Ethereum or in Binance Smart Chain. And I'm not sure, because on Binance Smart Chain, isn't that real world value? I don't know. But the point is, I highly recommend, if you are a trader, then go check it out. I'm not a trader, so I don't know if I'll be covering the exchange. I might go in to just try to do a little thing at some point, but that'll be for a future video. And when I do that future video, maybe I'll come back here and check out how, kind of do some calculations on what my APY is, seeing as they don't show me what my APY is. And then figure it out. And maybe cross my fingers that it'll get added at a future time. But, maybe it's just I got to come back and reload it. Maybe it's Firefox. And honestly, if we're talking about anyone to blame today, we know who to blame. If there's any problem with Mettalex, I think I know who to blame. Just because I don't know, it's an easy target at the current moment. Sorry, PancakeSwap, you got hacked. That totally sucks. But when it happens, I think it's important that we all talk about it. It's important that you talk about it. And it's important that we call you on it. And the more that we all go, oh my God, PancakeSwap got hacked, DNS, and you see that cake token go down in price. Well, this is all part of the design of making sure we create the correct protections so that there's a lower chance of those things happening. And the poor people losing all their funds by putting in their being dum-dums and putting their private keys in some random website. Don't ever do that. If anyone asks you for your private keys, don't give them to them. If you think MetaMask's asking you for your private keys, don't give it to them. Unless you know exactly what you're doing, don't put your private keys anywhere. That's my strong advice. Do your research. Be safe. Have fun. That's it. Borg Brain signing out. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.